Everybody hear me? Hi, Zen. How are you, hon? Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Karen. April, hello. Misty April. How's everybody doing? Oh, beautiful. Perfect. I love when you can hear me. So, how is everybody doing? We ready to get started, or we'll wait a minute or two for everybody to get in here? Adrian, what's up, bro? How are you, buddy? You know who I am. Obviously, Sandy. Obviously, honey. So, what would you like to talk about tonight? The what and the why? What do you want to look at? What do you want to talk about? I've been doing good and really enjoying part 3. It's exciting. Rebecca, I'm doing great. House full of kids and celebrating birthdays. Rebecca, that's awesome. Please say happy birthday to everybody for us. That's incredible. House full of kids. I don't know. My wife said to my daughter, she started freaking out. So she's going to do a Cinderella party. She's going to have her and all her friends come and everyone's going to clean up. Travis, hello. Is it Travis? Okay, Travis and is it Travis and Tracy, or is it Travis, or is it Tracy? D, hello. How are you? The what and the why. You want to talk about the what and the why? Let's do it. Let's talk about the what and the why. Let's do it. I got a whiteboard I can actually illustrate for you. Okay. There we go. See that? So this is what I mean by the what and the why. Okay, this is what I mean. This is the what. Right? These are situations that happen. Oh, it's backwards. I don't even know how I would fix that. I don't think I can mirror this, can I? I don't think I can mirror this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. So listen. This is the what. These are the situations that happen. Okay? These are all the situations that cause our turmoils, right? Stress, anxiety, worry. These are all situations that occur. Okay, these are all these situations in life that occur. All right? The what causes emotions. With emotions, we have, I'm doing half under, half uppercase, half lowercase. With the emotions, we have reactions, right? Because we're caught up in the what, okay, because we're caught up in the what all the time, we are concentrating on the emotions and, more importantly, our reactions that come with that, right? Every emotion has a reaction. These reactions blind us for the most part. Why? Because usually with reactions comes what? Worry, stress, anger, right? Anytime we're in that state of mind, we are not using our full capacity. We are functioning with less than half of our IQ. So this what becomes irrational. Most of the time. Most of the time, the what always comes irrational. And we're never going to resolve it. And if we have resolved that what, or at least what we thought, the way we resolved it, it's always going to reoccur. And this is how we develop patterns. Now, for every what comes an emotion, for every emotion comes a reaction, for every reaction comes the solutions, right? This is the issue I have. We are always living in the what. Think about that. Every argument you've gotten into, every time somebody's upset you, every occurrence that has happened in your life that has caused an emotion, you've concentrated on that occurrence, whether somebody cut you off, whether somebody cheated on you, whether somebody hurt you, whether somebody stole from you, whether somebody talked bad about you. It does not matter what the situation is. We concentrate on that situation, right? We're all guilty of that because that's where our brain resides. That's where our mind resides, because that is what's causing that emotion. And from there, we have that reaction. We never look at the do we? How many people here can say that they've put this to the side and they've looked at this? Be honest with yourself. How many people can say they've looked at the why? Why did this happen? Why am I feeling this way? We don't do that. You have a husband and you have a wife. They get into an argument. Maybe the wife did something. Maybe the husband did something. What do we look at? You did this to me. You did this to me. I feel like this because this is what you did. You did this and I did this and I reacted with this, and it's just, this is what happens. It's no communication. None. Why? Because all we concentrate is that on that emotion. We concentrate on how we felt because of that. We don't look at why we feel that way. And that is a huge issue. There's a big issue. In turn, what we need to do is have that open mind. That's what will change that perspective. That's what will change from you looking at the what all the time to concentrating on the why. By having that open mind, by being vulnerable. And you know, that's a hard one, right? You guys aren't even close to step 5 yet. Not even close to being in step 5. But step 5, the ultimate goal, what I am trying to achieve with all of you, is being vulnerable. That's what the ultimate goal is. Okay? Everything you are learning right now, everything that is going on in these steps is doing one thing. One thing. It is helping you have an open mind without having a victim mentality. Karen, I just don't understand how it is a what. I don't know how else to explain it to you. I don't know how to explain it. You're driving in your car, somebody cuts you off. That situation is the what. You're having a fight with your daughter. Whatever she did is the what. You're married and your husband cheats on you. It's the what. You get into an argument with your friend because she might have talked bad about you. That's the what. You concentrate on the what. You talked bad about me. You cheated on me. You cut me off. You didn't clean your room. You did this. We're always pointing that finger. That is the what. Does that make sense? Do you get what I'm saying now, Karen? It's the situations that occur that cause those emotions. Okay? Exactly, Karen. What happened? What happened? We don't look at why it happened, is what I'm getting at. I'll give you an example. Obviously, a lot of people come to me for guidance, for advice. You know, you have a lot of couples that come to me, okay? And you know, my husband cheated on me. Okay. Something maybe you did to cause that. Now, I'm not saying I condone cheating. I don't. Either way, though, the situation is that if that did occur, chances are it's going to occur again. So you might start looking at the pattern, behavior of why these things happened. Instead, what we do, and we're all guilty, like I said, we concentrate on the what. We do not let that reside. It's a constant focus in our mind. You did this to me. Dig deeper. Why did that bother you? Why did it happen? Because clearly, whatever's happening with it is not working this way. It's not working for us. So we need to look at why and maybe change that. Now, how does this influence anxiety? All of this does. All of that does. Because what is anxiety? Anxiety is the irrational fear of nothing. But there's always something, right? Here's anxiety. There's always something. But the reality is everything we're teaching you, everything that you're going through these steps about is to show you anxiety is there to protect you. It is not a bad circumstance. Okay, we've allowed it to be one because we've allowed it to stop protecting us. And what it did was it started to control us. That's what anxiety has done. Believe me, I've been there. I'm guilty of it. And it happens. And it happens to the best of us. And it's going to continue to happen. So what we are doing is trying to get an open mind with everything that you're learning about being present, being aware, learning about our emotions, learning about communication, understanding what fear is, to give you that open mind to allow you to have the tools you need necessary to combat anxiety. So why the what is so important with anxiety? Because when we are constantly living in the what and not understanding the why, we want that resolved right away. Everybody knows that. You have anxiety because of a situation and you want to already know what the outcome is. You just want the situation over and done with. You want the situation fixed. It doesn't matter. You just need to get over here in this world over here because I don't want to live in this one. You know, I got something coming up. It's giving me anxiety. I just need it over and done with, and I need to hurry up and be here. That's what happens when you're always looking at the what. You rush it. You hurry to get to that because you're constantly living in that. Because the what does pertain to the future. What if, what if, what if, what if? That's what anxiety does to us, right? The what if, the what if, the what if. We don't stop with anxiety and look at the why. You'll answer a lot more questions. Why does this give me anxiety? Why do I have these triggers? Why do I feel this way? What is the cause? Well, why is the source? Well, I mean, it's a double-edged sword there, Sandy, right? Because the source and the cause, you know, are stemming from two entities of one and the same. So what is the cause? Okay, yeah. Well, why is the source? But they both work hand in hand with each other. So they can both mean the same thing. Karen, for me, I look at the what did I do? What if I did this? What is it? What is I didn't do that? The what makes you think what happened? Yes, Luke, yes. Zen, the why for me is the childhood trauma, which has caused fight or flight. Trust the walls, the insecurity I was feeling, on and on. Now I'm learning from you how to truly let go of the trauma because you're concentrating on the why. You know, looking at the what keeps you in that world. Remember, we talk about language and how important language is. Language is extremely important when we're talking about anxiety and depression. It's extremely important when we are talking about life, okay? I've said this before. When you're getting in your car and you put it in drive, you're expecting the car to go in drive. Why? Because you're putting it there, you're telling it to. You cannot put your car in drive and expect to go in reverse. Even when you're driving your car, you cannot expect it to turn right and turn left. You are in control. When you turn your steering wheel, your car's going to turn. Much like your life. Just because you're not saying this stuff out loud doesn't mean it's not going to happen. These are things you're saying internally. Language is huge. Whatever you tell yourself is going to happen. So when we're looking at the what, we get caught in those scenarios all the time because we look at the what, the fear stays with us, and our minds are going to do what it's supposed to do, which is protect us. That's what our brains are for. That's what it's about. But it's up to us to change those patterns. It's simple language, what we tell ourselves. Then I agree. I've only come to terms with one trauma, and that was me bleeding out. I looked at the what's, but as soon as I wrote down the why, I didn't die. Things started to make me realize why I didn't. Luke, you know, in that situation, exactly what you're saying. It's a traumatic event that took place, and it's almost like when that happened, it indented it inside of your mind. And yeah, it's not easy to let go of something like that. Of course, we're not saying that, right? But we always concentrate on the what. So when you're concentrating on that what, you're concentrating on that situation that occurred, which is the traumatic event. But you're not looking at the why. Okay, why did it happen? Why am I still here? Why did I survive? You know, when you start looking at all that, it shifts it from that negative mindset, which obviously is the occurrence, and starts giving you a different light. So the why is extremely important. And for most situations, once you understand the why, the what becomes clear. And you're going to see it from a different perspective. And it'll change everything. And it gives you that open mind. Because the objective of this is to have that open mind. Living with with anxiety, you know, you are living in a naive state of mind. You're living in, think about it realistically, right? Because it's that irrational fear of nothing. That's what anxiety is. That's what it does. It gives us this irrational fear of nothing. We believe these triggers are going to hurt us. We believe that these occurrences are going to end up this way. That is being naive. And for most of us, it's, oh, I've been so vulnerable my whole life. All I've been was hurt, and I've been so vulnerable. It's victim mentality. That means you're still continuing to be naive. You're not fessing up and owning up to true vulnerability. You're living in a naive mindset, right? I've been a prisoner of anxiety, fear, depression. It's nice feeling the bricks and chains coming off. It isn't easy, but I need to continue to be consistent. Of course, absolutely, Zen. Luke, absolutely same. If I've been doing the work in the journal we print out and seeing the connection is like an aha moment, right? And listen, it's not easy. My program is not going to help you overcome anxiety within 24 hours, but it will start opening your eyes, because I cannot take anxiety from your life. You know, it's not a snap of a finger. This is up to you. The work you put in is going to be the success you are going to get. That's the reality of the program. You need to put that work in. You really need to dig down. You need to go deeper. And anytime you thought you went deep, go deeper. Always, as you're running through the cycles of this program, whenever you are going deep and you thought you're deep, go deeper. Because it's about changing that perspective. It's about changing that mindset. Anxiety, we allowed to overtake our minds. It went from being this thing that is there to protect us and help us to something that has ultimately controlled our entire existence. I was thinking, what if the doctors didn't do this? What if I went to the hospital instead? But why it happened was just unfortunate that the operation failed. Plus, I got told after to be a godfather. So you're thinking these things, right, Lukey? Like, what if the doctors didn't do this? What if I went to the hospital instead? What? Listen, this is where it's always the what ifs. This is where we always look at the what. We're not appreciative of why and where we are at this moment in time right now. Everybody here is alive and breathing. You got all internet. You're all watching a big mouth like me talk to you. I mean, besides me, life is pretty good. Besides having to listen to my shit for, you know, a half an hour a night, life is good, right? You know, we're able, we're here, you know, and it goes back to what I say, life is amazing once you're able to see it, you know, but once again, it's mindset. Because of anxiety, for the most part, our sympathetic nervous system is constantly engaged. And it's only allowing us to see the negative. And that is life. Listen, our brains are, it's the most advanced tool in the universe. You know, I don't know much about astrology, but I will tell you this. The universe is pretty freaking big. And there's a hell of a lot of things out there that we don't even know about. Okay? And our brains are the most advanced tool in existence. Whatever you tell it, it will happen. That is the reality. That is the reality. It is there to protect us. If you are only going to want to see the negative is all your mind will allow you to see. That's the chemical. It's like we have our own guard dog inside of our minds. We have our own detective. That's the reality. That's science, guys. It's science. If all I want to see is the negative, that's all my brain, that's all my mind is going to let me see. That's the reality. I've noticed this brought me closer to some friends and family. I think it's because a blink of an eye could have been a different situation. I'm grateful for all of the medical team and of course. And these are the things that we don't look at. You come out of a situation like that, Luke, and when you're thinking about the situation in a different perspective, in a different mindset, you can become depressed. Why did this happen to me? Why did I have to go through that? You look at all those things, but the whys that you're asking are you living in the what? You're not asking the real questions. And I've said this before. The most powerful words you can use. Those two words right there, guys. Why me? Why me? Those two words can make you or break you. You can continue with that victim mentality. Oh, why me? Why me? I'm so vulnerable. I put myself out there. This always happens to me. Why me? Why me? You're not vulnerable. You're naive. You're being extremely naive. Being vulnerable is, all right, why me? Why does this stuff happen to me? What is it I'm doing? That's having that open mind. Let me go out and try this. Let me learn from it. It doesn't work out the way you thought it was. You run from it. Oh, I was vulnerable and I tried and it just hurt me and I can't. That's being naive. You're anxiety. You're giving the anxiety a reason to be there. So, a lot of times when you think you are being vulnerable, you're being naive. You might have started with vulnerability, but at some point along that journey, you became naive, right? Because whatever it was that hurt you, whatever it was that happened, you believed it. You believed that every time this occurrence is going to present itself, it's going to hurt me. I need to run from it. And that is living in a naive mindset. That's a hard one for me because I don't see why it happened to me other than a failed operation. Okay, but this is the thing, the why. It was at no fault of your own. This is what I'm getting at. You're still concentrating on the what. The why was there. Okay, somebody slipped up, something bad happened. Listen, the why was there. The reality is when you look at the why, you'll realize that the what is not important then in that situation. Because if you're going to live your life with this burden that you almost died on an operating table, how do you think your life is going to unfold? It's constantly living in that negative. The anxiety is going to be there. It's always going to be persistent because you're looking at that what. I almost died on the operating table. Why did you almost die? Well, the doctor slipped up. Okay. It's not your fault. You're still here. You're still alive. Why are you looking at the what? Look at the why. The doctor slipped up. Now your mentality and your mental state is, well, yeah, I almost died. The doctor slipped up. But that will change your mindset. Believe it or not, that will change your perspective. Because now you're concentrating on the doctor slipping up and not so much the fact that you actually almost died. Does that make sense? I know it sounds off. Might not make sense, but when you change the pattern of where your thought process is, you're going to change your outlook. You're going to change your perspective. You understand what I'm saying, right? So this is where we talk about how with anxiety, it's always about the what, right? I don't understand what being naive means. It's believing, okay. So naive is when you're believing, I'll give you the proper definition. I'll give you a proper definition. I'll break down. So, adjective, okay, of a person or action showing a lack of experience, wisdom, or judgment. To the rather naive young man had been totally misled, right? Naturally and unaffected innocence. So, it's not having. I don't want to say proper judgment, because the proper judgment would mean it's there's the education or the experience is not there, but you are believing these to be true. Okay, that's being in a naive state of mind. You know, like that's how we are in that naive state of mind when we believe these things to be true. Being vulnerable is opening up your mind. You know, so let's say the bike situation. Okay, so a young child rides a bike, right? A young child is learning how to ride a bike for the first time. They get on the bike, chances are the child is going to fall and hurt themselves, right? They were vulnerable to get on that bike. They had that open mind. You know, they were vulnerable. They had an open mind. They said, let me get on that bike. They got on the bike, they fell, they hurt themselves. They run from that bike. Naturally, that's what any child would do. Run from that bike. They would believe and be naive to think that every time they got on a bike, they are going to hurt themselves. That's being naive. I don't want to go near bikes. I don't like bikes. They are being naive. That is the difference between vulnerability and being naive. Now, you know, if we were to look at how anxiety works and how life works with that, listen to this. The child doesn't go on that bike, okay? And they stay far away from that bike. What happens is, this is where false reality comes into play. The child is going to believe they hate bikes. Rightfully so. They got on the bike, they fell down, they hurt themselves. I hate bikes. Do they really hate that bike? No, but they feel they do. Now along comes the summer. Summertime comes along, and there is a special freedom about riding a bike. You look at children on bikes, and you can just feel that energy. So now you have this child who is scared to go near a bike and is believing that they hate bikes, but they're seeing all their friends on that bike. What do you think it's going to do to that person psychologically? They are going to get a subconscious depression. It is going to destroy their self-esteem. They are going to become insecure. It's going to do a lot and have a lot of negative action to that child. But us as parents, what do? We kind of force the child to be vulnerable. No, you're going to be fine. Get on the bike. It's going to be okay. Don't worry. I got you. I'm here. We're building up that confidence. We're keeping that child in that vulnerable state of mind. We don't do it to ourselves as adults, but we help the children do that. So that's the difference with being naive and becoming vulnerable. Vulnerable is opening up, you know? Vulnerability is opening up. Okay, yeah, I want to get on the bike. Chances are it's going to hurt me. Guys, listen, life isn't fucking easy. We all know that. Life is not easy. And whoever told you that is full of shit. It's not easy. But it can be. As you grow, as you learn, as you become more open-minded, it is very, very, very easy. Because what is the issues? When we're looking at that, when we're looking at a child or riding the bike, what do you need to learn from that? Okay, I'm going to put myself out there. Chances are I might get hurt. But it's the reward that comes from that. So what do I need to do? Let me put my gear on so I don't fall and hit my head. Or if I do fall, I'm going to be protected. You're protecting yourself. You're being vulnerable. Look at the skill that you're going to learn from that. Look what will happen moving forward in life. You're building up courage. You're building up self-esteem. You've achieved a huge goal. That does a lot for somebody. But along those lines, now as adults, we have lost our relationship with vulnerability, and we have become naive. Sunkist says, poor connection. He's not buffering at least. Question, Sunkist Eskimo. Yes, what is your question? Karen, I am sorry, I have a great connection. It's true, it was poor me 4 years ago when I lost my career and went deaf in my right ear. Having balancing issues, I was constantly poor me, and there's no cure. Fast forward 4 years later, I've accepted it. Right? It's that victim mentality. You know, but the person who is blind wishes they only had hearing in one ear. The person that has no legs wishes they had what you had. We don't stop to understand or to appreciate these things. Yes, they are unfortunate circumstances. Yes, I agree. It is a lot to take. I'm not saying it's not, guys, but it's still about mindset. It's still about perspective. The reality is, I'm short. You know what I mean? A lot of good things that comes with short people. Why me? The doctor could be new to the work, could have finished training. The infection was deeper than believed. Why me was just an unfortunate situation we resolved with a good outcome. Or how about this, Luke? How about if that didn't happen, they might not have been able to save you, or by that happening they released a blood clot, or by that happening they released pressure and you could have had a stroke. There's a million things I can sit here and say to you right now. A million things, but we don't think about them. You bled out. That could have relieved a serious stroke that you could have had. That could have relieved a potential heart attack. That could have relieved blood clots. You don't know. The point is you're fucking alive right now. You're alive. Concentrate on that. You are alive. You don't know what could have happened. But that's not something that you need to focus on. You need to focus on the fact that you're alive. That's it. Hi, Benahena, did you pierce your nose? Oh my God, my nose was pierced from 30 years ago. And as my NF continues to attack my body, it just makes me stronger. And I know that if I think positive, then I feel better. Absolutely. Bad things that happen don't mean you have a bad life. Of course. Exactly, Anthony. Life isn't that bad. It's not, guys. It's not. Fuck, guys, listen. Life's only bad if that's what you want to see. If you want to see the evil and the bad stuff, then go live in that. That's on you, man. That's all on you. I choose not to. These things happen, you change them. That's it. That's all it is to it. Travis, I am trying to figure out, should I figure out the what to see the why? I'm trying to figure out, should I figure out the what to see the why? Well, you have to know what the what is. If the what does not exist, then I don't understand that. The what, if it's evident, you're going to figure out the why. Why am I feeling this way, right? I didn't think about the thought of a heart attack or stroke. Cheers. Most of us don't, Lukey, because this is my point exactly, my friends. You're concentrating on the what. This is my point exactly. What? You got somebody who gets this job and who's driving to go to their place, their job interview, and they get a flat tire on the way, and now they're late to this job interview that they really needed and they really wanted this job, and they're all pissed off and they're all upset, and they live in this world of just negativity because they really wanted this job, they really needed this job. It's a big fucking pain in the ass. They're stressed out about it, but then the reality is a month or 2 months later, they get another job that is their dream job. But for all that time, they concentrated on this flat tire and losing this job. But the fact is that if they had continued to that place of work, they might have been stuck at a job that completely shifted the entire perspective of their life. God knows how they could have lived. God knows what could have happened. A year later, 5 years later, they could have been en route to that job and got into a car accident and died. A whole different world for you could have been on this end of things. But all we concentrate on is the what. But when you shift to this way, okay, Lukey had this operation and everything was great and everything was fine. And oh no, Lukey had a stroke. Lukey had a heart attack. Lukey had a blood clot. We don't look at these things. You had an operation, something happened, you bled out, you survived, you're still here, you're healthy, everything's going great for you. But like I said, you don't look at what if you had a stroke. What if you had a heart attack? But we always look at the negatives. Well, what if I died? But you didn't. What if this? But you didn't. Why are you living in that world? Why aren't you looking at the whys and the nows and the presents? You missed my comment up there. Oh, I wouldn't even know how to scroll. My sister died and no one knows why. That's unfortunate circumstances. Yes, I get that. And I understand things like that do occur. I understand that. And it's not saying again noise, it keeps buffering. So, oh, sorry guys. I'm so sorry, Sunkissimo. My condolences to you. Joshua, hello, Anthony. I got my charcoal and made a video. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad you finally got your hoodie, brother. Luke, that hit deeper than ever. I'm glad I bled out because it kept me alive. Yes, where I am now, running my own business, which if this happened, I wouldn't be able to do. Jesus, you see what I'm saying, Luke? These very simple things, man. Very simple things. Just by being present and by appreciation. This is what changes us. Like, you know, and these are things like, I understand the program is a very generic based. The program you guys are taking right now, it's these tools that I developed. Now, these were developed by me, by my questions, by my answers. I get it. So I don't see what it is that you guys are writing. But as we do these sessions, as you open up on these, on exactly like what I'm doing now, this is where you get a lot of that work coming in because you're able to ask these questions. Now I'm able to talk to you on that personal level. So I'm glad, bro. It makes me happy. I'm very, very glad. Zen, Sunkist, it's doing the same thing on mine. We just need to be patient. It'll stop buffering. Sorry, guys. It's Jody. Oh, my God. Jody, hello, my dear. How are you? I thought you would have found me on TikTok by now. I'm back and I missed it all. Sorry, Rebecca. It's okay, honey. There's always next week. I have to remember my past and where it took me. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just look at where you are right now. Somebody must say I have no patience. Ask Anthony, you get so pissed at me. No, Jody has zero patience. Zero. Rebecca, inbox me on TikTok later. I'll catch you up on. We're discussing the what and the why. Zen, I love you, man. I love you, Zen. So I can say hi, banana. Joshua, the program is amazing if you do the work. Absolutely. And wait till you guys get deeper into the other steps. They're insane. They're insane, guys. When you get to step 5, vulnerability, I don't even know what to tell you guys, man. It's insane. It is insane. Hey Anthony, I'm loving the whiteboard. I got that for you, bro. I got that for me, you, and Adrian, so we can hurry up and do what we got to do. Amen. The message wasn't meant for me today. It's fine, Rebecca. It's no worries, honey. Have I even talked to my sister past? You've disappeared, Jody. I don't know what happened to you, but I'm on TikTok. I am here _official. If you're on TikTok, grab us there too. And I'm on the YouTube. I'm never on Facebook, but it's I am here, HEAR _official. Zen is my new bestie. Rebecca, isn't Zen amazing? All of you are amazing. Of course, all of you are amazing. I got to pump her up a little more. She's my moderator. She does a lot of hard work. Luke, as soon as you said about stroke and heart attack, my heart sank because that could have happened, but it didn't. And once you said it, I felt a chill and shock to my system. Sunkist Eskimo, I am the total opposite. I am the most patient person in the world. So guys, if you reach out to Karen, she's going to be selling edibles to everybody, and clearly they are incredible. Amanda, when does step 1 starts? How are you doing? Amanda, step 1 continues to start. If you want, Amanda, email info@iamhere.org. So email info@iamhere.org and shoot them a message. They will tell you all the start dates. Guys, listen, if you are not getting your questions answered, I'm always here. You can always email me. You know, TikTok is obviously very busy. I get thousands of messages there, so it's very, very hard. But feel free to email me, Anthony@iamhere.org. And remember, we're redoing all the steps. We are redoing the entire web page. The app is being restructured. Everything is just, we're on hiatus right now. I appreciate it. Let's get it done. Yes. Rebecca, step 1 has reminded me of the 12 steps and what I was taught. I heard that. I've never personally encountered the 12 steps, Rebecca. But a lot of people who have taken them are reminded. They're saying, yeah, it's a little more exercises and stuff. So it's great. There was another book somebody read that said it's almost similar. No, not my book. I'm sorry, I deleted Facebook. No, don't be sorry. Are you in the US yet? No. But we are going to Florida in 2 weeks, and I am extremely excited. So I will be in the U.S. in 2 weeks from now. I love your reaction, Anthony. You're hilarious. You're hilarious, Karen. My son's at the top of the stairs going like this. My little 5-year-old. He's going, I love you, buddy. I love you. Anthony, I wish you had a chip for the end of part 5. It would be so cool. All of you know my sister, Tara, who's one of the most amazing people in the world. And she said the same thing. She goes, it'd be really cool if you had something, because this is really such a huge journey for people. That is a prototype of what she has designed for people that have finished the program. These aren't little cheap coins. These are silver. These are very, very, very expensive coins. So I'm glad that you said that. Do you want to come say hi to everybody?
I wanted to know.
You can come say hi to everybody. Daddy's going to finish up, okay? Say hi. Okay, and I'll be upstairs in 5 minutes, okay? No. I'll be upstairs in 5 minutes, okay? I'll be upstairs in 5 minutes.
Did I find about one of those?
What would you like?
One of those TikTok.
One of the what?
The TikTok thing.
One of the candles Adrian made?
Yeah.
There's a brand new candle over there that Adrian made if you want to go get it. So, can I come? Absolutely. Where are we here? Anthony, absolutely adore you. Break me so hard, and I appreciate that so much, because you're telling me things I don't want to hear, but I'm glad I'm hearing them. Luke, that's where I say a lot of people either love me or hate me. And I do fight with a lot of my clients, because the thing is I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, right? But it's one of those things that it does open you up. Sunkissed, I am the most impatient person. It's an understatement. I need to take ownership of my actions and prioritize my life and enjoy the moment. All right? No other way to live. I feel blessed to have been given this opportunity. Well, it's a very well-deserved opportunity, and we are blessed to have you with us, Rebecca. That's why we bicker, because I don't listen. You don't. Can I come? Absolutely. And she doesn't listen, but this is the thing. Ask Jody. I will calm her down out of an anxiety attack faster than her meds will. Karen, how am I going to get them to Alaska? He's 5. Our youngest is 5. Yes, Keegan. He's 5. He's Brianna. We got our adopted girl. You haven't seen anybody. Sebastian's 10. Valentina's 9, and Keegan's 5. Oh, sweet. I'm here. Then I have no idea. Hi, Keegan. I did receive good news today. My youngest son is flying me out to Virginia in September for 3 weeks. He moved there 2 years ago, and I missed him earlier. Oh my God, Rebecca, that's awesome. Keegan, Sebastian. No, Sebastian, that was Keegan. Karen, I got excited for a second, but I keep being told I need to try them. Wait, that's Keegan. That was Keegan. Kathy, I'm envious of you going to Florida. You will find freedom from many of the virus restrictions you've had. Oh, it's Kathy. It has been brutal here. It has been brutal. I'm sure you all know Ontario is completely locked down. But yeah, it's a very much needed time away. So don't look at me like that. You guys are coming on. Kathy, I love you, by the way. Oh, Kathy, thank you. Look, I feel like a runny egg tonight, not a hard-boiled one. It's good. So because there's well facts, right? Guess what? What? Oh my God, color me happy, tears of joy. Life is returning to normal here. Church dinners started back up, and mask mandates are ending soon. Thanks for the vaccines. Yes, I can't wait to come there. Sinbud, you made my night with that, Anthony. I've mobbed Xanax for 3 years. Wow, Jody, I have missed a lot. We gotta talk, man. Joshua, Anthony upset me one time. I didn't think it was possible. Everything is possible. Yes. Yes.
I just wanted to know.
Joshua, only once. I don't think he means it like that. I don't think he means it like a long way. Josh, like once again, you all are. Joshua touched a very special. He struck a very special chord with me. I'm forever grateful that all of you have been in here. Where are we here? Joshua only once, and my anxiety is practically gone. Love hearing it. You have to reach out to us. Send me an email, Jody. We'll figure out a way to connect. Anthony@IamHere.org. HEAR. And you gotta go on our TikTok, Jody. Check out our videos. You'll be able to see the whole family. Valerie's in there. Brianna. I kind of put my life story in our chat the other day. I discovered I was HIV positive after giving birth to my son. He was born with HIV and is 20 years old. And my strength, incredible. You know, that's I love hearing how you can. It's like us, right? We turn these negatives into these positives. I love it, hun. I love it. I love it. I love it. And you're going. Is that the son you're going to see, Rebecca? Have a good night, Anthony. Thank you, Travis, my friend. Because of your lives, my trauma, it's made me where I am today. Thank you, Anthony. Please adopt me. Kick back. Love you, Luke. Just like you said it would be if I got off that crap. It's nice when people listen to me once in a while. Rebecca, yes. Awesome, Rebecca. I'm so happy, honey. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for all of you, man. Like, honestly, like, just think about where you were and where you've come and how amazing life is. I gotta get off. I got an unboxing ceremony to do. I have to go pick up my vehicle. I got a lot of stuff I need to do. And I will definitely be in. I mean, I've been in the chats, so I'll see you guys back in the chats. Anthony says it how it should be, not how we want it to be. You've been saying it how you want it to be for this long. It really hasn't gotten you anywhere, guys. So when people listen once in a while. Karen, I love you guys all deeply. You guys have no idea how blessed I've been to be able to be on this journey with you. Love you guys. Love you guys. Anthony. Well, you don't even know how to spell my name? Really, Jody? Anthony @IamHere.org. Like, come on. Make some new TikToks. I just recently hired PR, so I'll be on it. I did hire a PR. You got to remember something. I like the quality TikToks. All our TikToks are quality. We don't just put it on and do all these. I need that quality. I need to make sure when I'm putting out something, I'm putting it out. But I will be making new TikToks, guys. I promise. See you all very, very soon. Okay, well, up there, someone else said it's probably a typo. Love you guys. I'll see you guys soon. Bye, everybody.